Hey traders, welcome back. In this video, I will be recapping the trades I took on 14th of October 2021. In total, I took 4 trades. In this video, I will be breaking down the technicals, the reasons behind me taking those trades. I will be showing you guys the trade recaps, the live recording of my trades. And then finally, at the end of this video, I will be disclosing my PNL for the day. My very first trade of the open within the first 1 minute of the market open was on Airbnb. If you guys have seen my recaps, you guys know that I trade within the first 5 minutes quite frequently if I see a pattern breaking out on the higher time frame. And Airbnb was straight from the game plan I post every single market open day on our Discord group. If you guys want to be part of our Discord group, the link will be in the description box below. Looking at the chart of Airbnb, Airbnb was upgraded. What I mean by upgraded is that the price target was raised earlier this week and it gapped up. It broke out of 175, but it failed to hold above 175. Then the day before, the previous day on Wednesday this week, it made an inside day candle. If you guys don't know what inside day is, inside day means that the high and low of this day was completely inside the high and low of the previous day. So this pattern is pretty good to trade because if the range breaks out towards the upside, we usually have a tendency to continue towards the upside, especially if a stock has some good news catalyst and if the overall trend is towards the upside. And you guys know I am a trend trader. I like to go with the trend, and that's why I was liking Airbnb for a break towards the upside of pre-market high and $175 level. This is the recording of my trade on Airbnb. I wanted to enter right here before the break of pre-market high, but I was also liking Netflix at that point for the break of 635 towards the upside. I switched my option premiums to Netflix, then I switched again to Airbnb, and by the time I switched, my premiums were already up around 30% from where I would have entered. I would have entered at the break of pre-market high. The premiums were around $1. But unfortunately, I missed that break, but I was still liking it towards the upside because this 175 to 176 is a critical resistance zone on the 1-day chart, followed by the next level we have is 177. I got filled 30 contracts at a fill price of 1.28. I'm trading 177.5 calls, same week expiry contracts. And you guys know if I get a good move off the open, because stocks can be very, very volatile off the open, if I see any sort of rejection, I will exit my position. And that's what I'm looking at. I saw that Airbnb rejected from 176.8 directly to 176. That's why I covered 50% of my position at a fill price of 1.56 and I covered the rest of the position at a premium price of 1.34. So almost break even, in total making $500 on this trade within the first 1 minute. My next 2 trades for the day were on UPST. Before we jump onto the technicals of UPST, make sure that you guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification because I'm releasing 2 to 3 new videos every single week on day trading and you guys don't want to miss them. It also helps out the channel a lot. Coming to the technicals of UPST, this is the daily chart of UPST. It had a crazy push towards the upside recently, pulled back to the moving averages. It held this previous resistance zone around 290 area, broke out of this trend line. It was holding on the 1 day and it had a crazy push towards the upside. On this day, the all-time high was very near, so I was looking for the break of all-time high on UPST. In the pre-market itself, it broke all-time high already, so I was looking at UPST for the break of pre-market high for a continuation towards the upside, or if we get a dip to pre-market low or maybe the previous day high, I was looking to enter there to catch a move towards the upside. Here's a recording of my trade on UPST. As per my plan, UPST dipped to pre-market low. This $348 level is the pre-market low, dotted line. After the break of pre-market low, it found support here and it was breaking the pre-market high. Just before the break of pre-market high, this dotted line, I got filled 10 contracts at a fill price of 5.70. I'm trading 355 calls, same week expiry contracts. The high of the day back then was around $354 level, which is also the all-time high because it was making all-time high on this day. Just around the break of high of the day and all-time high, I covered 50% of my position, 5 contracts at a fill price of 6.43. I'm holding 5 contracts to see if we can get a continuation move above 355 because when UPST starts moving, it can move $2, $3, $5 in 2-3 candles. I was hoping to get that kind of move on the 50% of the remaining position, but you guys know if the premiums come back to my entry point, I will exit the position. I won't ever let a green trade go negative on me. My stop loss on this trade is my entry point point which was around the break of pre-market high, but we saw UPST reject from the pre-market high. All of a sudden my premiums came back to my entry point. That's why I covered the rest of my position at almost break even. In total, making $250 on this trade. Not a huge winner, but this could have been a really good winner if UPST would have continued towards the upside, but unfortunately it did not. It pulled back to $350 level and I had to exit at break even. Here's my second trade on UPST. After my exit, UPST dipped to $350 level. It found support right here. Buyer stepped up and it had made this opening range, this $5 range, from around $353, $354 level to $348 level. At the breakout of the opening range, I got filled 10 contracts at a fill price of 7.30, trading the same 355 calls. I'm just waiting to see if we can get a push towards the upside after the break of $355. I was not looking at any clean push towards the upside after the break of 355. Also knowing the personality of this stock, I have been trading this stock quite frequently. Knowing that it's a bit too extended on the 1-day chart, that's why, just to be safe, I covered all my contracts at almost break even, losing just on the commissions on this trade. My last trade of the day was on CRM. That was again from the game plan. If you look at the daily chart of CRM, it's kind of similar to UPST. It had a push towards the upside followed by a consolidation and the pullback to these moving averages. This is the 9 and the 20 EMA. After the push towards the moving averages, it broke out and it also made a new all-time high in the pre-market itself. Ideally, I was looking for a dip to $285 level or maybe the yesterday high, which was $285, for some support there and a push towards the upside for the break of pre-market high, which was also the all-time high. This is my last trade of the day and this is actually my best trade of the day. That was on CRM. If you look at the 5 minutes and the 1 minute, it was pretty choppy for the first 10-15 minutes of the market open. I was on voice on this day with the Discord members. I know a few of the other members also caught this move with me. I was liking it towards the upside because if you look at the 5 minute chart down at the bottom of the screen, as per my plan, it found support at $285 level, which is the yesterday's high, this dotted line. It also made 3 indecisive candles on the 5 minutes chart. So sellers are not strong enough to push it under 285. And this play was based on a plan that if it breaks 287 towards the upside, we might see buyers step up because volume has been really low since the open. RVol is 101%, which is not that high if a stock is breaking all-time highs. But if it breaks 287, buyers might step up and they might take it for the break of pre-market high for a continuation towards the upside. And we also had a huge order at $290 level. As you guys can see on this trade, right on the last candle, just before the break of 287, I wanted to catch the break of 287. I got filled 30 contracts. I'm trading 287.5 calls, just slightly out the money. My fill price was 1.77. My stop loss on this trade is the break of previous all-time high towards the downside. The previous all-time high was around 286.35. That is my stop loss. We also have the VWAP and the moving averages right here. So I have a lot of support underneath me. At the break of pre-market high, just before the break of 288, I covered 50% of my position. I covered 15 contracts at a fill price of 2.05. I'm holding 50% of my position right here because I don't have any reason to exit. Understanding the emotions of other traders is very important if you want to be a consistent day trader. I know a lot of traders miss this move towards the upside. They will enter at the break of pre-market high and the hold of pre-market high. So I was expecting some kind of flag pattern here followed by a continuation move towards the upside, and I will take my further position out at the break of 288. At the break of 288 towards the upside, we saw the increase in volume. As I explained, a lot of other traders are now trading the stock. It caught the attention of a lot of other traders out there. That's why I got a really good entry right here. At the push up, at the increase in volume, I covered 5 more contracts at a fill price of 2.22. It was just about taking profits at this time because I'm done with this trade almost. I got a really good entry, a really good move in my favor. At the break of high of the day, I covered another 5 contracts at a fill price of 2.33. Then I covered the rest of my position at a fill price of 2.33 on an average. Overall making around $1,200 on this trade. That was a return of 22% of my investment. That is pretty much it. It's almost 10:30 a.m. now. My first entry was at 9:30 a.m. right at the market open. My last partial was at 9:54 on CRM. Trading for the first 25 minutes of the market open, making $2,000, 3 winners, 1 break even, so almost 100% win rate for the day. Before you go guys, I need your help in the comment section below. I'm trying out this new thing where I post my recaps that are 5 to 10 minutes long compared to the 12 to 15 minutes videos I usually post. I need your help. If you guys like these short videos or you want me to make long videos, because in those long videos I explain everything in a bit more detail. In these short videos I'm gonna explain everything but keeping it more to the point. So please post a comment down below if you guys like short videos or long videos. That will help me a lot and I will make those kind of videos moving forward. Also give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification because I'm releasing 2 to 3 new videos every single week on day trading. If you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure that you guys follow me there. The link will be in the description box below. I post a lot of good day trading content on Instagram as well. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.